What's up? What's up? I'm back here in my office yet again, per usual, because that's where I live my life. Well, today, the topic I would like to discuss with you all is a healthy work environment. Providing yourself with a healthy work environment. Now, I know that might sound difficult because, we don't live in the age anymore. My hair keeps doing this fucking thing. Whatever. We don't live in the day and age anymore where you can just tell your boss, hey, go to hell, I quit, you need me more than I need you, and go find a new job in a couple days, and be back at work before the end of the week. That's just simply not the case anymore, unfortunately. Some people are fortunate enough to do that, but I, like many others, are not in that position. And it really sucks because you really have to settle for, whatever kind of treatment that you get from your employer. And that's rough. I mean, we've all seen the movies and we've all known people who, that husband who gets his boss treats him like dog crap, and then he goes home and he takes it out on his family, and then the kids grow up to be shitheads, and the wife ends up committing infidelity to find someone who don't treat her like that, and then he finds out and he's like, oh my gosh, I'm a piece of shit, she cheated, my life is garbage, and he like shoots himself in the head. It's awful. It's completely awful. And there's so many different domino effects that can come from not having a proper work environment. A healthy work environment, it's essential to a healthy conscience and fulfilling lifestyle. We spend so much time doing what we have to do in order to do what we enjoy when, you know, beyond our traditional line of thinking, we miss the opportunity to simply skip straight to enjoying life, through natural simplicity. And, even overlooking this, can, you know, we can overlooking this, we can adapt our work habits and environment to best sit parallel with our necessities for happiness. Finding our dream job isn't impossible, but let's face it, it's definitely a stretch. Um, Obviously, your rent is due in 22 more days. You have $87 in the bank. You'll need groceries in a couple days. Not to mention the gas tank is low and your electricity is already 2 weeks behind. And then here comes the cable bill. So it's time to take the job that you can get. You know, well, thankfully, it's likely relative to your particular skill set. So that's comfortable. Maybe you can get something that's something you're familiar with and you're used to, and you're not having to jump into something, you know, uh, completely new. You know, um, but say you might have something where you jump into uh, a line of work that you're already experienced in, you're familiar with the scene, but maybe the location isn't preferred, and the pay isn't high enough, and the boss might be an asshole. You can still manage to receive a proper dose of profit and inner fulfillment needed to continue long term for that required job individually, so long as there's certain perks. As long as you can meet certain requirements, it's likely you can push forward a little bit longer, because but if you're not happy at your job, the probability of you lasting is sufficiently reduced. So what can we do? Well, let's look at earning and competing for particular positions in the company that better suit your liking. You may not be able to initially fulfill, uh, you know, all that might not be initially fulfilling, but it's better. And that's a start. Plus, it leaves room for other accommodations um, and negotiations as you move up and earn through the ladders. You know, take take. Here's my thing. Learn new skill sets. Do everything you can to learn the new skill sets and develop yourself as an individual, because it just opens up the door of opportunity. And a lot of times it will already bring you up that ladder. Um, but if you stay doing the same thing at work you did yesterday and today and the next day, you're going to stay in the same place. So no matter how unfulfilling that job may be, try to squeeze in that little bit extra while you can. But also keep in mind, take your PTO, take your vacation time, and use it to practice your preferred and curious or desired craft. Slowly adapt your hours to allow you to have that extra time to spend with your loved ones, your friends, and hobbies. Don't work for your money. You'll never work hard enough. You're never going to work hard enough to earn the money that you need and want. Let your money work for you. It's a tool for sustainability, insurance, improvement, comfort, and just improvement towards a greater, more stable life. Work 100 hours a week and you'll never enjoy the quality of life your excessive money can bring. Right now I'm working 100 hours a week and I'm giving up this portion of my life because I hope that it generates me the passive income that one day I might be able to work less than a fifth of this, and I can spend 80% of that time that used to be spent in the office, with family and friends and actually doing the things that I truly enjoy. So anytime you get a chance, you get that Saturday, Sunday off from work, practice a craft. Practice your passion. Practice something that you want to go into work to, and something that is going to bring you a better future. But if you're just going to work 100 hours a week at your job and you're not investing your money, you're not doing anything to change that position, you can't sit there and talk about how miserable you are. But you can't remain miserable. Your job is where, most of us are going to spend, let's say, 24 hours a day. Let's say you work 10 hours a day. I mean, what's that? 8, nearly 10%. What? 40, nearly 50%? It's quite a sufficient amount of your life. So you sleep 8 hours a night. You work 8 hours a day. That's 16 hours out of the day. That means you have an eighth of your life. 1/3 of your life to be able to enjoy. And a lot of y'all don't work 8 hours a day. A lot of y'all are working 10, 12, 14 hours a day. So that's something to think about. There are many, many different ways that we can utilize to be able to utilize our time, utilize our money, utilize our knowledge, utilize our positions in order to be able to bring a more enjoyable work environment and a more fulfilling and a more healthy work environment. But it is something that is going to take time and consistency, but I encourage you to do it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, if I have overlooked anything that you would like to add on to this, please, I encourage you, give a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and stay tuned for more videos. I really, really enjoy doing this. This is a lot of information that I am publishing on my website that you should be able to find a link to down below as well in the description. I'm also writing a book, publishing magazines, doing podcasts, YouTube, excuse me, everything I possibly can, because as I get older, I age quickly and I move fast and I learn a lot. So, even at a young age, I'm picking up on so many things that I think should be shared. And if I can bring that to a platform where other people can also put their input down, that just provides even more that we can supply to people who tune in. So please feel free to leave comments, share this video with your friends, and hopefully you will get a lot out of this and a lot out of the videos from the past and a lot of videos to come. Thank you all. Y'all take care. Don't kill yourselves at work. You understand? It's your job. It's not your life. Don't work yourself to death. Your boss has a very nice car. When you ask him, man, that's a really nice car, he's going to look at you and say, thank you. If you keep coming to work every day and working as hard as you're doing, I'll have another one by next year. You understand me? Y'all take care.